The Bachman's warbler was one of the rarest songbirds in North America. He spent some of his migration time Florida and was last seen in Cuba 1988. It is now extinct. According to the U.S., the bird was among 21 species that the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service removed from the endangered list on Monday, pointing to their almost certain extinction. Guam's Mariana fruitbat, Texas snapper and 9 southeastern clams were also on the list with a distinctive bright yellow face and a dark, curved beak. The Bachman's warbler is part of the wood warbler family, characterized by birders for its high-pitched, buzzing zeep call. Not much is known about the species' history or habitat. Only a handful paintings of birds exist, one which is an illustration commissioned by John James Audubon. There is a single preserved carcass in the collection of the Florida Museum of Natural History in Gainesville. The bird was named by Audubon after explorer John Bachman, who first noticed the birds in 1832 at Ion Swamp near Charleston, South Carolina. Bachman described bird to his friend and collaborator Audubon as a lively, active bird that glides among the branches of thick shrubs, occasionally climbing on wings and catching airborne insects like a flycatcher. The birds migrated along the Gulf Coast through Florida in the spring before wintering in Cuba. The state's geographic location makes it the Grand Central Station for migratory bird species that pass through the peninsula millions of times each year. According to Julie Wraithmell, executive director of Audubon Florida, Bachman's warbler preferred lowland floodplains with lush, fertile soil. The Everglades was considered primary habitat in Florida. According to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, the last confirmed sighting of a nest was in 1937. The agency said, much of birds' habitat has been lost over the decades as it was converted to agriculture or developed by humans, who suppressed beneficial wildfires that animals like warblers need to keep their ecosystems healthy. These steady losses meant that the Bachman's warbler population had already been declining for years. When America's conservation movement emerged, it's a good reminder that it's really important to take care of a species early. It's cheaper and easier to protect a species than to save it after it's been significantly impacted, Wraithmell said in an interview with the Tampa Bay Times. For Floridians, Bachman's warbler is a reminder of importance making smart land use decisions and protecting natural resources countless at-risk species need to survive. Wraithmell said, keep up with Tampa Bay's top headlines to our free DayStarter every morning. We'll deliver the latest news and information you need to know. Explore all your options. Wraithmell said Bachman's warblers haven't been commonly seen in more than a century, so Monday's announcement comes as no surprise. But that doesn't make it any less disappointing. It's